Nigel, are we in danger of ignoring security at home amid the humanitarian crisis on the continent?
Yeah, I mean, Dan, I've been calling this now for a couple of years. As you well know, I went out into the Channel, in May 2020, and I gave some very dire warnings. I predicted that 2021 would be minimum 20,000. I upped that by March to 30,000. In the end, the final figure, the adjusted figure, was getting on for 30,000. We are looking now at something way, way bigger than that. We're looking now at the possibility of 60 to 100,000 people coming this year. They will be 90% young men, undocumented young males, at an increasing massive cost. The last estimate was it's costing 1.7 billion a year to look after this problem. I suspect that's the tip of the iceberg, and there is no prospect of any change whatsoever. And Tom Pursglove can call it unacceptable. Well, that's rather like Basil Fawlty, agreeing with the diner that the waiter's no blooming good. It doesn't actually solve anything. I shouldn't really laugh because the whole thing's so serious.
No, I know.
And it's also a national security risk because there'll be wars in the Middle East. We've no idea who some of these young men, what they've been doing. Have they fought for ISIS? We literally have no idea. And let me tell you, even if Boris Johnson at the moment is appearing to be a lucky general in the sense that Ukraine has overtaken the whole Partygate scandal and, 20 fixed penalties given out today and we'll see what's to come. But believe you me, when I've been out with GBNews on Farage at Large, going out round the red wall seats, the anger at what is going on here is quite extraordinary. And people are saying, look, the Council House waiting list is well over 1 million. Young people just aren't being given a fair shot, and this isn't going to go away. I mean, I predict by June or July, this will be the number one domestic issue in British politics.
Isn't that the biggest frustration, though, Nigel? It feels like the government only truly cares about this issue when it's at the top of the news agenda.
Well, the government make comments and say things when it's at the top of the news agenda. And Boris Johnson says, yes, of course, we're going to sort it all out. I mean, this is the same Boris Johnson, by the way, who was mayor of London, proposed amnesties for all people who'd come to Britain illegally. I think in her heart, Priti Patel would like to do something about this. But she is rendered impotent by the Human Rights Act, by the incorporation of the European Convention on Human Rights into UK law. There's nothing she can do. Nobody ever gets deported anymore. There are some in our judiciary that tell us we shouldn't even call them illegals. We shouldn't even use the word illegal. Oh, and Dan, if you dare to suggest that it's an invasion, well, my goodness gracious me, you'll be in the most terrible trouble then. But what else can you call it? And believe you me, many people living on the Kent coast and in East Sussex too are concerned and scared by what is going on. And, we hear, the RAF have been called in, the Royal Navy have been called in, the Army have been called in, and we've got the lifeboats and we've got Border Force. All we're doing is acting as a taxi service for illegal criminal gangs who are making millions and millions of euros every single week through this trade. And every one of these people on that boat knows that once they get to the UK, they will be allowed to stay, given accommodation, given dental care, given health care. And frankly, this is the kind of issue that could cost the Conservatives the next election. And Boris needs to wake up. PDQ.